Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTGC Cardsmith doing another custom Magic the Gathering card review, and today I'm reviewing a card by cadstar369. I don't know if I ever reviewed his cards on this channel before. I think I have without him asking. But I think this is the first time he's asked for, so that's cool. Nice to see it. Nice to see some uncommons going on here. I probably won't review... I mean, he sent me... what is this? 4 times 3. He sent me 12 cards to review. I'll probably not do them all in a row. I'll probably kind of space them out a bit. 12 is a lot to do in a row. But let's get started on this one. This is Foul Strider, an Eldrazi drone. This is 2 and double black for a 3/3 devoid. Excuse me, I burped. Ingest. Whenever this creature so this is a mechanic from that Eldrazi set. Can't remember the name of it. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top card of their library. Whenever Foul Strider deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles a card from their hand. Okay. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple card. I believe Ingest, was like an enabler to some other effects, and this card doesn't particularly make use of the ingest, which is fine. It's sort of just it's putting cards into exile, and I believe that in this particular type of set there are ways to sort of use that to your advantage. Again, this guy doesn't really do that, but the main thing he does is when he deals damage, he makes them exile a card from their hand, which is good. The body, though, is a little... has no evasion, and the body is pretty small for the cost. Now, the payoff is pretty big. Like, having them discard a card is pretty big. Excuse me. But I think it's difficult to actually get that going. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the Scroll Thief, or, that type of a card where it's like, the dream is there, right? You've got like a 3-mana creature that if it deals damage, you get to draw a card, but it's like kind of hard to pull off. That's kind of how I see this card working. I mean, especially at 4 mana, where your opponent has more opportunity to have blockers, to have removal for it, to have some way to deal with it, right? I mean, granted, you yourself can I mean, the way you would want to play with this card, obviously, is play with, enough removal that you can clear the way. But, yeah. So I mean, like, this card's fine. Like, it's certainly a fine design. The art's creepy, which I like. I'm a big fan of Eldrazi personally. I really love. I don't know about you guys, but I really love stuff that's really weird. Aesthetically, and Eldrazi kind of fit that really nicely. So yeah, I just personally like Eldrazi a lot. I mean, this card. Yeah, the other thing. So this has nothing to do with this particular card, but more with this like devoid mechanic. I find this mechanic to be really strange. Like, okay, Eldrazi are colorless. Right? But then it's like, well, but we need to make a set with a bunch of Eldrazi in it, so we're going to have colored Eldrazi, but we'll just make them colorless anyway. And it's like, it's just kind of strange to me. Like, this just seems like a weird mechanic from Wizards. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna have colored Eldrazi, just make them colored. I think aren't there colored Eldrazi in Rise of the Eldrazi? What am I doing? Scryfall, like what's it? Dread Drone? Is that an Eldrazi? Yeah, it's an Eldrazi drone. Why don't they just have? Why can't it just be a black Eldrazi? Why does it have to be devoid? I don't know. I find that to be kind of a strange design personally, but anyway, that aside, This card is fine. I don't see it as being particularly good, and that's not really a reason to take points off. I mean, there are varying power levels of cards. And I do think you would want this one at uncommon. I don't think you would want a common 3/3 that, makes them discard when you hit them. But I don't see this card being particularly good in most situations. But, I really don't. I don't hate this card. I think it's fine. It's a fine design. I wouldn't say it's particularly inspired. But I can definitely see this being a real Magic card. So, yeah, I mean, I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it's certainly a fine Magic card, a fine design. It fits with the Eldrazi theme of having the Devoid and the Ingest here. And it's got this sort of nice little payoff if you ever do hit them, which, will happen maybe I don't know, 15% of the time, it feels like, probably. So, yeah, fine card. Not particularly exciting, but good enough for a 7 out of 10, I would say. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.